The other day I walked out on the street. I happened to see a pretty young woman, a little bitty boy. He looked back at me. See the big man cry, mama. That's what I heard him say. See the big man cry, mama. Looks like his heart will break. I followed them to a pet shop window. The little boy stopped to see. He looked up at her and said, if I had a daddy, he'd buy that puppy for me. See the big man cry, mama. That's what I heard him say. See the big man cry, mama. Looks like his heart will break. I wanted to tell him I was his dad. He sure had a pretty mom. But the judge had said I could never see them for the things I'd said and done. See the big man cry, mama. That's what I heard him say. See the big man cry, mama. Looks like his heart will break. Son, as you grow older, you find someone dear. Stick by her, take care of her. You will never hear. See the big man cry, mama. That's what I heard him say. See the big man cry, mama. He looks like his heart will break.
Oh, we don't have video. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys all are having a great morning. So I wanted to change things up a little bit today. So that's why a different intro than normal. I do like that song. I really like that song. It's always been a good song. I do have a couple things prepared. We're going to talk, one of the haters done fucked up yesterday. We're going to get into that. But I do want to talk about something else that I am going to most likely be a part of. Ed, if you're watching this, let me know. I want to make sure that I'm representing your group as best as possible. And we've had people come in the show and share this before. The Veteran Freedom March. It's going to go on October 24th of this year. And what it is, they are trying to get veterans to march to their local city hall, state capitals, and courthouses, and 2 weeks before the election, simply to highlight veteran issues. So I will be, they asked me if I would be a coordinator in my county. I said, yes, I would love to. We have to work out some of the logistics on that. We're going to have hate watchers today. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're going to get into that. We are going to get into that. I got some screenshots. And it's funny because me and Aaron yesterday, we talked in the morning, and I said, okay, my suspension is supposed to be up in the hate group. I go, what do you think the chances are that I get resuspended? I didn't even get a chance to go in there. They told me I'm permanently suspended. But we will get into that. I do want to get through this veteran stuff, though. So yeah, I like what these guys are doing. they're not they are creating a foundation, but so far they're not asking for money. They're just asking people on October 24th, which I believe is a Saturday. They want them to come out and march on their state capitals. And if you can't, like me, my state capital is like 7 hours away, so I can't do that. But we are going to march on our county seat. So I'm going to start working with several of the veterans groups out here in San Bernardino County. We are the biggest county in the United States. We are bigger than the state of Rhode Island, at least by landmass. And yeah, we're going to get veterans to march, and I think this is a great thing. We're doing it right before, like 2 weeks before the election, so we're trying to make veteran issues first and foremost in this election, which I think is a great thing. Um, he was talking veterans make there's 16 million veterans in this country, and we make up 7% of the voting public. So if we can harness that power, that would be huge. So Sacramento is about an hour and a half from me. Yeah, I'm going to have some discussions with AVA, um, because Sacramento is represented by several Congress people who are just useless. So we're going to try to make this a much bigger. We're going to try to highlight all the veteran issues that we have in this country. So I think this is a great thing. Make sure you go and follow the Veterans Freedom March, and if you're not a veteran, you can still march with us. That's the thing. It's for people who are they'll do this in solidarity with veterans. Here, yeah, to achieve our mission, we must be diligent and not forget the goal to make Veterans Freedom March a great success. There are 15.8 to 16.2 million veterans in the country. There are over 13,000 American Legion halls in the United States. There are between 5 and 6,000 VFW halls in the United States. There are 45,000 nonprofit 501c3 organizations in the United States. So, yeah, the goal is to unite and peaceably make our grievances heard on October 24th. So that is, I think this is just a great thing. And here's their mission statement. Our mission is to unite veterans across the nation to demand measurable VA reform, transparent oversight, and timely care while peacefully confronting corruption, waste, and systemic failures that put veterans' lives at risk. And I'll tell you that last part is huge. The corruption, waste, and systemic failures. That's what has always been a problem at the VA. And then whenever someone tries to do something about it, you get people on both sides of the aisle who will say, "Oh, they're trying to cut your benefits." I just had this week. The VA is trying to uh, they're trying to make it so that if you have PTSD and you're rated at 70% or 100%, if you get medication, they can then lower your percentage. And that's actually very common. It's happened to me. I had hypertension at 30%, they lowered it to 10 because they put me on meds. Um, so all they're doing is trying to realign PTSD with the way they do a lot of other conditions. And so many veterans have reached out to me and they're like, they're trying to take away your money and reduce your disability percentage. First off, I'm 100% total and permanent. So my stuff is not going to be reduced. The other thing is, this is, while I don't like that it's a policy, this is in line with their policy. So I'm not, this really is like, I would much rather that policy just be done for all conditions, not just PTSD. And a lot of these people who are finding out about this, it's like, yeah, hey, thank you for finally waking up. This is what the VA does. A lot of veterans don't want, there's a lot of minutia, and I get it. Some of this stuff is very confusing, so they just don't want to know, and they just want to sit in the dark and not know about these things. But I tell people, follow Combat Craig on YouTube. Go to his channel, follow him. He is all up on these YouTube. He's all up on these issues, and he puts them out in a way for people to understand. And this has been a long-standing thing. Some people, they just and here the policy is not in place. The Director Collins put a pause on it and said, "Okay, we heard what everyone's talking about," but he did say, "This is actually what we do for a lot of other stuff." Do I think it's right that they do it for other stuff? No, I would like to see it gone completely, but I'm not going to freak the hell out because this is pretty common how the VA operates. Um, I would much rather see just VA reform. But some of these people are just now waking up to us and to what they do and thinking, "Oh yeah, yeah, this is they're trying to take money from you." They're they're not taking money from us. They're just looking to reduce disability percentages because the medication helped. I don't like the policy, but that is, and it's been the policy, and it's just normalizing the policy kind of across the board. So um, yeah, I'm looking at this for what it actually is. A lot of the people who were sending me stuff were like, You're going to lose your 100%." And I'm not going to lose my 100%. I'm not. That's just a fact. Um, I didn't welcome you guys, so let me go through. Yeah, thank you, Sharon. Everyone, hit the thumbs up. Thank you for your comments, and also share this out. Share and subscribe. We've got Christina in here. Good morning. Good to see you. We got veteran firefighter here. We've got Georgie who's here. Hellhound who's here. We've got Trin who's here. uh, we've got Kathy who's here. Welcome, welcome. We've got Sharon who's here. Good to see you guys. Good to have you guys here. So I wanted to talk about that because I think that's a much more important issue. The Veterans Freedom March. I'm going to do my best to be there. This far out, I think I can guarantee that I'll be there. And I also want to I want to live stream from it. So, and I'm going to talk with some of the other networks and channels that I know that are veteran centric and get them talking about it and streaming about it. And I did tell that uh, to Ed yesterday when we were talking about it. I'd love to get him in front of other veteran shows to talk about it. Yesterday was a fun day. I've got one more thing I want to talk about before I really get into that. So this was big in the news, okay? And Georgie's gonna love this. You're just Georgie now. No, you're my bestie. You're a pain in my ass, but you're also my bestie. Oh,
I don't like the name Mike. You're done. You're done. You're bald. You're bald.
I am bold. But yeah, Georgie, those were all put on the soundboard for you. See, you're not even here, and you have influence and control over the show.
No, bitch.
I got a feeling that button is going to be used a lot today. It goes both ways. Yeah, it was funny because I was on TikTok and one of the guys who was in the thing was talking about how he's watched Coffee with the Skipper. It's always good to find fans out in the wild. I did. I told you I would. Um, and me and Aaron, we were talking last night about all the happenings, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I do have to get off the line with you, only because I'm gonna put these on the soundboard, and I need to, have my headphones on to do that." So yeah, but I was enjoying talking with Aaron. We were having so much fun, so much fun. So Nancy Guthrie, they finally removed that from the news, which was such a stupid and non-starter of a story. Which I forgot to push this out on X, but let me do that right now. That'll be easy. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. They made it harder to retweet lives out on YouTube, which I think is just stupid. Why are you putting barriers up to stuff? You and Aaron were in trouble. I wasn't in. I mean, well, we were in trouble with you. But I mean, I was loving the hate. That's the thing. Some of these people, well, let me go through Nancy Guthrie first, and then we'll get to it. So Nancy Guthrie, the family, this was in the headlines. The family's now offering $1 million reward. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a Veteran Nation exclusive. I have it on very good authority that Nancy Guthrie is not missing. She went down to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and has taken over one of the cartels. And that is the battle that is raging in Puerto Vallarta. It is Nancy Guthrie's strong arm takeover of the what is the SJMLC cartel? Yes, I have it on good authority. She is responsible for the death of El Mensch. So she is not missing. She is out there trying to corner the fentanyl market, the illegal fentanyl market. So yeah, the family, they raised it to $1 million, and I'm like, dude, she's dead. You're paying $1 million for a body at this point. I dripped. I had a lip in my hole. Savannah is now, yeah. Why now? After, yeah, well, because they didn't want people really searching early on. Yeah, that woman was killed by her family, and you'll never convince me otherwise. All right. Should we get into the hate that we were getting yesterday? I'm okay with that. Georgie got the hate residually. Well, kind of residually. Not completely. But yeah. Where is the... Okay, I did. And I was going to do this in a members only. But you know what? What the hell? I'll do it normally. Hold on, let me get rid of all these. Boom. I'm just cleaning up my little thing here. All right. So if you follow Veteran Nation Foundation on Facebook, you've already seen this. So this right here, I'll make it bigger. This right here that's actually Pam Carson, aka Juanita Howards of North Carolina. And me saying that is not doxing. That is public information. That is her posting under her husband's account. And she admits this. Now, the way all this started was me and Aaron, we were talking about how I'm suspended from the group, the one group. Why? For posting DMs, okay? And I'm going to address that too. For posting DMs that Max Lab gave me, and with his permission, I posted. It was not a rule when I was suspended. They made it a rule retroactively. See, now me, I don't do that. I will, if something happens in any group that I've been, I make the rule and I say, okay, from here going on, this is going to be the rule. But no, they made this rule because Pam asked for this rule, and they then permanently suspended me. They should ban me, but they're idiots. Because guess what? Now that they've made it clear that they're permanently suspending me, I am going to take that group down. And it's so easy because Kathy Criswell is in there posting, and everything that Kathy posts is a terms of service violation. Kathy, as you know, was one of those. Kathy and Tracy posted a bunch of stuff that got our ecosystem taken down, which, hey, that's fine. But but guess what? I am now going to take down the anti what the hells versus what the hells. And when it goes down, y'all know who was the one that did it. I'm publicly saying I am going to get that taken down because they continually post harassment. If they don't want it taken down, stop posting harassing things. But both sides, anti what the hells and what the hells, post harassing things. Kathy posts harassing things all the time. All the time. And that she just makes it easy for me. Lips is in there. Lips posts harassing things all the time. Kathy stepped down as a mod. That is true. Was a mod. She has stepped down. Ooh, what is this one? Yeah, Kathy is in Facebook jail because it was that easy. And here's the thing. I gave John Grems a chance. And he was like, no, you're permanently suspended. I was like, okay. So just so you know, because Skipper, I tell people what I'm going to do before I do it. Like, no one's going to be shocked. Okay. I'll tell people. And I told him I'm going to report everything that she posts because it's all harassment and I'm going to get your group taken down. There you go. Why? Because he could adjust. They could adjust everything they do. Here, let me save this one and I'll put this one up. Well, actually, I don't need this one. Get off me, cat. I don't want you up here right now. But that started a whole nut roll where Pam, who wanted a truce, remember, Pam reached out and she wanted a truce. She felt the need to jump back in again. Okay. So I did not mention Pam other than, hey, I posted DMs where I had the permission. They keep saying, well, you need one party's consent. I had one party's consent. And here's the other thing. And this one's for Allison out there. Allison keeps saying, Skipper was posting DMs. I've shared DMs in DMs. I will post them publicly if I feel I have a need to. As I have long stated, I am a journalist. Anyone, if you have any DMs with a journalist, and if you have not previously said these are off the record, they're on the record. They are on the record. I am not breaking any journalist ethics by posting DMs. All these people who say you can't post DMs are idiots. They are all idiots. I was listening to Megan and Tug last night, so I was listening to Paint Chip's email. That dude's just an idiot. He's an idiot, and that's why I don't focus on him. I don't really focus on him, and I don't focus on the substance of lips because it doesn't matter. The same thing with the fleas. It doesn't matter. What I did like was that they were showing where Bruce Matskin was saying we are going to take down Jeremy Hales. That matters. That matters 100%. Now, once they do something that matters, yeah, I'll talk about it. But with this or this right here, yeah. So Allison, if anyone sends a journalist any DMs, that journalist has the right to use them. It's not a violation of terms of service at all, unless if you're doing it to things to like bully and harass, which is exactly what people like Pam were doing to MaxLab. And you want to know why I'm doing this? Right there. I'm doing it for MaxLab. MaxLab could take her right now and take her for harassment. And Max knows this, and we've had the discussion, but I'm gonna say it again. Max, you want an attorney? I will pay for your attorney. You take this woman down because this is exactly how she operates. Now, remember, Pam Carson is not her name. Her name is Juanita Howards. That is her name. I am not doxing her by saying that. She has said, oh, that is my name. I tell people that's my name. Okay, well, then it should be fine for me to say her name is Juanita Howards. Pam is an alias. Guess what? Susan Cartwright is an alias. She is posted as Susan Cartwright. And she did that to harass Jeremy. Right here, she is using her husband's account. Now she says, oh, that was an accident. I grabbed my husband's phone and posted. So, okay. So you grabbed the wrong phone. Okay. So that's one step. You then opened that phone because most people have a code or something. So that's step 2. And then you opened Facebook step 3. You then navigated to the group, step 4, and then you posted. What really happened is she uses this account to spy. She uses it to spy. Okay. And then she operates in the shadows in DMs with people in people like DJ Radis's Discord, stuff like that, right? And she this is how she does it. If everyone here, you should block this account. Block this Facebook account because she uses it to spy on you. So she uses alts to spy on people and then takes it into other areas so then she can coordinate harassment, just like what she did with Jeremy, just like what she did with MaxLab. And I'm sorry, Jeremy, you can defend yourself. Max, however, is autistic. I will absolutely go to bat for Max every single day. Yeah, sock accounts. So this is one of her sock accounts. Susan Cartwright is a sock account. I think she closed that one up because I've had a hard time finding it. And I think when she got outed, it got closed. But these are the drama llamas that Travis talks about right here. Drama llama. And all these people are defending her. Let's get into them and the stuff that they said. Let me remove this one. Oh, wrong thing. Here we go. Here we go. Lori Jones. It has been so fun and peaceful until the evil, lying, jealous fraud got back from a trip. So I'm an evil, lying, jealous fraud. Okay, what am I jealous of? I'm jealous of Pam. No, I want Pam to knock her bullshit off and to leave MaxLab alone. Same thing with DJ Radis. DJ Radis loves to harass MaxLab. Sorry, I'm Team MaxLab, and I will always be. He came back after peace. See, he came back. They've been watching because they know I went on. They watch me because they know I went on my trip. And the hate that runs through his veins return. Hey, yeah, you can attack me all you want. I don't care. You're not going to bother me. But you start harassing people like MaxLab. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna forgive that, and I'm not gonna forget it. My hate and jealousy. Don't know. I'm ashamed to the uniform. and she, I didn't get the thing, but she says that Jeremy distanced himself. Look, if Jeremy wants to distance himself from me, that's fine. I don't care. Like I said before, Jeremy owes me nothing. I owe Jeremy nothing. I don't want anything from Jeremy. Jeremy's been very gracious with shouting me out and actually coming on this channel. That's fine. I thank him for it. I thank him for everything he did. I've given Jeremy money. So the way I've sent him evidence. I think it's all a wash at that point. I don't want anything from Jeremy. These people do. Especially people like DJ Radis. It's funny because she's besties with the ones who discovered she was Susan Cartwright. Yeah, but we're the bad guys. Yeah, I don't operate like that. I don't operate in the shadows. That's why Skipper does not have a Discord. DJ Radis and Squid and all these others, they got Discords. I don't have a Discord. You notice all these people, like, and I had someone this week come to me and say, you said this about me publicly. And I looked at what they what they sent me, and I said, yeah, I said that. I said that. Here's why I said that. And I was very clear. I said, I didn't know it was you specifically they were talking about. I thought it was this going on. And that's why I made that comment. And they were like, wow, I appreciate you saying Skipper's got integrity. Okay. I don't run from myself. You want to know why? Because I don't need to. I have been through 10 years of therapy with PTSD. And guess what? That meant I had to confront things about Skipper had to confront things about the Skipper that weren't necessarily nice and comfortable. And you know what? I processed things and I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't like some of these things. And also with that, I am going to work to be a better person. And guess how Skipper is a better person. When I see people weaker than me, I'm not saying that as I'm not talking about physical attributes or anything like that. I'm saying this in general, like people who have a smaller following than me, like Max Lab, get bullied and harassed. I'm going to take his side and I'm going to defend him. That is how I operate. And if that means someone like Jeremy is not going to work with, if it means Megan and Tug, if it means Coop, any of these people are not going to work with me again, I don't care. I have to look this face in the mirror every single morning. And guess what? I have to be okay with the face that looks back. That is why I do what I do. Good morning, Amanda. And you notice I'm not angry about any of this. I'm not angry about any of the stuff these people are posting. Like, I find this hilarious. Like, they are defending people who operate in the shadows. Oh boy. Hold on, let me make this one bigger. Oh, no, hold on. So this is Lips. This is Lips, and here's what she's saying. I think she was trying to say soy boy Arthur put Kathy in Facebook jail yet again. Oh, and we do have confirmation of that, Kathy, because again, Kathy and Tracy Nori, they post nothing but terms of service violations. And here's the thing, I have not been reporting them, but the moment I told John I was going to start reporting them, I reported them. And yeah, they got taken down. Sorry, stop. Learn what terms of service means and stop harassing people. Sorry, not sorry. You control your actions. Skipper does not control the actions of anyone else. I can only control myself. So yeah, Lips jumped in, and guess what? I reported a bunch of Lips' stuff as well. Like, again, anything that gets posted in the anti what the hell's group, John, if you're watching, you and your moderators better get your group under wrap. You better get it tightened up, because every form of harassment that's in there, I am reporting. I'm not asking anyone else to report it. I am doing it all on my own. And I'm telling you, I'm doing that. So good luck. Oh yeah, here's Gail. Gail, put a muzzle on Gremlin. So Georgie, you needed a muzzle on you. I don't control Georgie. Okay. Unlike you, Gail, you're controlled by Pam. I'm not. Like, I am no one's attack dog. I choose who I defend and how. So sorry. But I do laugh that you guys post all this stuff about me in a group where I can't respond. So guess what? This and reporting you is how I'm going to respond. Sorry. Maybe you shouldn't have suspended me. But that's okay. I'm here for it. See, what you guys don't realize, I spent many years in the military. And there's a thing out there called the enemy's veto. Yes, you can take measures. You can suspend me. You should have banned me, because had you banned me, I wouldn't be able to report anything. I wouldn't be able to see it, wouldn't be able to do anything. But you suspended me. Yeah, I make you defend. You didn't even find out about this stuff until late. Me and Aaron, we were having so much fun yesterday, laughing back and forth. And we were just thinking of things, because we knew all we had to do was kick the bee's nest and they would make mistakes. And you saw Pam, she made a mistake. We now know another one of her sock accounts. It was so easy. You just got to kick the beehive and they start zzz.
Okay, now let's try to get an answer from someone who's not a complete retard.
And then Pam outed herself. And I'm going to keep going. I have the enemy's veto. You can do things against me, but guess what? I also get a say. And John figured this out the last time. He was like, Skipper's just trying to paint me into a corner where I have to do this or this. Yeah. You want to know why? Because I'm smarter than you, and you let yourself be painted into a corner. I knew exactly what I was doing. I'll have to bring it. I've got Sun Tzu's The Art of War. It's Sun Tzu. I believe that's like a 3,000-year-old book. I've studied it in the military. I've got a couple other where they at here. I put away all my books. I used to have them like near here because I would reference them, but I put them all away. Yeah, I've studied conflict. You think you're better than me? You're not. You're not. I've got 17 years experience professionally doing this. Yeah, you didn't attack anyone. You called out their bullshit. Yeah, and you tagged me. Blink twice if you need help. Oh, I don't need any help. And here's the thing: I don't need Aaron. I don't need Georgie. I could have done all this. The fact that they jumped in to have fun, that's on them. And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it until I am confident they will never mess with Max Lab again. And I'm enjoying it. I'm making money off it. We got, yeah, see, we've boosted. So I know people are tuning in for it. Why is it the dictator shit okay for John to do? But yeah, exactly. And John it's two-party consent. I had Max Lab's consent to post all the DMs that I posted. He sent them to me and said, "Will you post these?" And it was proof of them harassing him. They were trying to harass a disabled man. And again, if Max wants to sue them and get a civil protection order, my divorce is wrapping up. So I'm done paying the lawyer for that. I'll pay for another lawyer. It's already in my budget. You think it's a problem for me? Skipper does not live paycheck to paycheck. I don't. I wasn't getting paid during the government shutdown. I wasn't getting paid at all. I did fine. I was on here. You guys watched me. I was happy. I'm still happy. They keep saying I'm angry. I'm laughing at this. This is fun for me. Like, I don't go after anyone physically. I go after people psychologically. Oh yeah, and that's exactly what we did yesterday. We went after them psychologically, and they just could not. Again, as I told people, don't live stream angry and upset. You notice I didn't jump onto a live. And all we were doing, like, we were texting back and forth, like, "Oh my God, you should say this, or you should do this." It was all coordinated and fun. And here's the thing, they should ban me. But if you think, had they banned me, I probably would have just walked away because I could still mess with them. It just would take me a little bit extra effort, a little bit extra effort. But that's okay. And here's the thing. I am reporting Kathy's stuff. I am reporting Lips's stuff. The wreath. I'm like, you let all those people in there put up harassing stuff. I'll report it all. I don't care. John, you're a domestic abuser and you already posted revenge porn of Megan Fox. You think I care about you one bit? No. And you think I'm going to hold back? No. That's the thing. I'm willing to do what you guys are not. That's the other thing I've got in my pocket. I am willing to take it farther than you are. They do have some people who are willing to go further, people like DJ Radis, but he's not smart in the way he does it. I'll just be honest. And he hates Max Lab. He cannot stand Max Lab. He doesn't like me, but like, he doesn't do things irrationally for me. He will act irrationally as it applies to Max Lab. Absolutely will. So yeah, I'm having fun. AVA, you need to watch the beginning of this video. There's something I want to talk about, and I was talking about it's the Veterans Freedom March, and it's going to be going in Sacramento. Yeah, he's a wife beater. That's who all these people they're like, oh, Skipper is uniting us. No, I'm uniting all the drama people, whether on the anti what the hells or what the hell side. Yeah, and I am going to make money off you. That's my incentive. Again, as I told you, the best way to do it is to leave me alone. But you guys don't want to, and that's I asked John, I said, I jumped in there to make a comment and he permanently suspended me. It's like, okay, then I'm just, this is going to be my thing. This is, I mean, hey, I'm here for it. You notice how they all say all these things, but I have not affected them. Or I'm sorry, they have not affected me. I have affected them. Oh, absolutely, Georgie. Absolutely. And that's the thing. Here's the other thing. We've brought out people's true colors. We have. And you notice how they've never exposed anything of me. They say they're going to expose me. They say they're going to post my DMs. Allison, post my DMs. I don't give a shit. Post them. Because I am the same person in DM that I am publicly. You're not going to bother me. In fact, you do realize it says right down here. See how it says Skipper? See how it says that? It says that instead of Mike Arthur, because I recognize when I do this show and I'm entertaining people, I'm kind of playing a character. I kind of am. I'm taking bits of my personality and amplifying them. Right? You know what they did say? They were trying to say that I got beaten up by Hal Sellers. It's like, did you watch that video? Oh no. Oh no. I was not beaten up. That was embarrassing for him. And yeah, it's funny how they all dropped all their stuff in court. And they came to me and said, we'll drop our stuff if you drop your stuff. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fair. Because I was not about to make things difficult, especially for my kid. And that's the thing that my ex and her boyfriend haven't realized. I do everything for my kid. How to sew a book cover. I don't get what you mean by that. Right, AVA. And that's the thing. So when they said, it was like my first thought was, it's in my child's best interest for me not to drag any of this out, and I didn't. And I'm always thinking about things like that, because I don't make decisions emotionally. Pam did. Juanita did. Juanita is posting up on her husband's stuff, and all you're doing is giving me more and more ammunition. That's the thing. Like, my OODA loop is faster than theirs. Me and Aaron, we were doing things to cause them a reaction, knowing they would make a mistake that we could then exploit. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. I tried to gaslight Johnny Boy. How am I gaslighting him? Everything I've said is completely true. So I don't know how that's gaslighting. But I do laugh about all the shit they do, and they think it bothers me. Does not bother me. Oh, check my DMs. Okay. Here, yeah, I'm gonna put this up. Let's read this one. This one I do want to put up and read. It's gonna be hard for you guys to read it, but I'm gonna at least put it up, and you guys can go to his group and read it for yourself if you choose to. But I'm gonna read it to you. All right. I thought the anti-Hales and those that follow Lisa were the worst gaslighters I've ever came across. So John is admitting that they are gaslighters and liars. Okay. But Mike and Aaron take the take. I think he means take the cake, but okay. I'm not a real grammar Nazi or anything. I'm trying to, figure out what he's trying to say. Trying to tell me and my other members I don't know how to follow my own rules. Well, you banned me for posting DMs, and then you posted my DMs. You're a hypocrite, John. You're a hypocrite. That's not gaslighting. You're a hypocrite. And you're like, well, here's the rule. Yeah, you made that rule after you suspended me. So yeah, you're a hypocrite. How am I supposed to follow a rule that didn't exist until after something happened? They need content. Mike, oh, no. I don't need the content. I will take the content, though. I will take it. Mike wanted me to ban him. He begged for it, breaking every rule of the group just to make it happen. I only broke your new rule. That's the only one I broke. I wasn't breaking, and I did dare. I still dare you to ban me. You're stupid for not banning me, because now I'm in your group reporting everything. You don't think I'm going to report this? Oh, I'm reporting this. I've only banned one person. That was because someone was bringing real life drama into the group unrelated to the Hales. After I banned that person, I swore I would never ban again. Oh. Good for you, John. Good for you.
Okay, now let's try to get an answer from someone who's not a complete retard.
And then you got Allison out there saying that I can't post DMs. I can post DMs all day long, even if I don't have their permission.
And as for your case, don't you worry. I've argued in front of every judge in the state, often as a lawyer.
That is the extent of her legal knowledge. Did you read the Verbal Judo, some kind of thing? You were saying it's an excellent book. I haven't. I've read a couple books about marketing and about. See, I've got a PhD in this because my ex has narcissistic tendencies. So you think I can't deal with these people? I've been dealing with people like them for years, and I've been in therapy with it. So that's how I can operate with all this stuff and do it with a smile on my face. I'm sure someone's going to say, Skipper was unhinged today. Yeah, unhinged with laughing.
I like that.
So I held a public poll in a margin of 80% to 20%. Mike was permanently suspended. See, he can't make a decision. He needs other people. Okay, that's what I'll do. So now when I ask people, what should the rule be? Because we all are going to have to follow it. And that's when I ask public opinion. But when it comes to enforcement of the rules, the only people I discussed that with were my mods and admins. Alts are a concept that some people just don't understand. Yeah, yeah. He's referring to Wednesday, but he's too stupid to realize she's there under multiple alts. Oh, yeah. She is. So is Anya and so many others, Tracy. Like, they've all these people lose accounts and they have to deal in alts. Skipper doesn't deal in alts. When Skipper posts, y'all know it's Skipper. And I'm very confident because I don't harass people. A suspension can only last 28 days, so we have to resuspend him every month, which is what I did yesterday. I believe by resuspending him hurt his feelings, so he threatened and actually did support Kathy Criswell. No, I was just waiting for you to take an action before I took an action. It didn't bother me. I'm patient. I can sit on things. And then, what is it they say? Revenge is a dish best served cold. And I've outed you as a hypocrite, John. So I'm happy to. Yeah, he's admitting he banned you illegally. Well, it's not illegally, but he is admitting that he banned me and he did not have a rule in time at the time that he banned me. So it was not because I broke his rules. They created a rule after the fact. So he threatened and actually did report Kathy Criswell. Yeah, and I'll tell you guys exactly what I'm doing. Why would I hide behind it? I don't need, I'm not you guys. I don't need to hide in the shadows. If I'm going to report someone, I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to report someone. A regular member of the group hoping to get us shut down. Yep. I do. It is going to be my goal to get you shut down. Well, it didn't work. As a matter of fact, all it takes is time. And if you haven't figured it out, I am a patient individual. It didn't even give us a strike. Oh yeah, you've gotten strikes and you've posted about it. John, you've already said we are on our last leg. Oh, trust me. Yeah. You think this is my first rodeo? It's not. It didn't even give us a strike. This, again, in my opinion, upset him even more. So he sent his crew of friends in to try to gaslight the group. I didn't have a crew. It was me and Aaron. Georgie came late. Me and Aaron, we were having fun. We were just trying to kick the bee's nest, and it worked. Oh my God, did it work? I was telling people for months. Yeah, Pam uses alts. She uses sock accounts and she does all this stuff to create drama. And we got more proof. Good luck finding any sock accounts that Skipper uses to cause drama. You're never going to find them. They don't exist. So he sent his crew of friends in to gaslight the group. Okay. It didn't work. I had moved beyond Mike and his antics. It's a shame he can't put it past him. Either, I can't put things past me. You literally have a anti what the hales versus what the hales group, dude. You are the one who should probably move on. I have DMs of him complaining about the strikes. Oh yeah, he's posted publicly about the strikes against his group. He's an idiot. I had moved beyond Mike and his actions. It's a shame he can't put it past him, either because he's out of content or his ego is just too big. Ooh, I'm going to go with ego. That's what I'm going with. But everyone, my ego is too big. I'm not out of content. But let's do that. Let's go with ego. I will take that one. Hold on here. Well, I'll change it in a bit. Mike, you are permanently suspended, not banned. Get over it and move on. No, dude. No, I'm permanently suspended as long as your group exists. And my new mission is to take down your group. It has been peaceful and quiet here, less dramatic without you here. No, it's not. I can show you Kathy. That's why she got suspended, because she posts to Lisa and makes threats and harasses. You can't do that. Lips, you allow Lips to do it. You can't do it. You allow Volpe to do it. You can't do it, dude. Sorry. You're going to learn. Skipper's the teacher, and you are going to learn a lesson.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per
I'm
person.
in for this.
That's £200 off for a family of 4.
You want me to move on, but I ain't moving on. You should probably ban me, dude. Helpful advice. Please have a good life and enjoy the years you have left. You just won't be doing it commenting here. That's okay. I don't need to comment in there. I'm going to report the shit out of you guys. That's all I need to do. Fun for me. Here we go. We are going to change this. Where are we at here? Oh, they changed up the thing. Okay. Can't do what I wanted to do because they changed it. Okay. Restream making their changes again. But it is what it is. I'm just going to keep having fun. And you know they're going to be so upset because they get so upset when they lose their groups. I'm going to give them an advice. Report my Facebook account. I don't care if my Facebook account gets taken down. If I were you guys, That's how you stop me. Report the shit out of me. DJ Radis, he was doing that for a while, and then he realized, oh, this isn't. Skipper did tell me he doesn't care about his Facebook. So there we go. I had other stuff I wanted to get through. I got through that, and then we dealt with the drama. So yeah, now I'm gonna finish. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna play this song again, and you guys know that's a copyrighted song. You think they're gonna report me for copyright? Oh no, they're gonna strike my channel for copyright. Oh no, I'm already ahead of you. I'm daring you. That's the thing. They don't realize when they are being set up. And I'm telling you right now, I'm setting you up. I'm going to play this song again, the copyrighted song. Report it. Report the shit out of it. We'll see what happens. I'm daring you. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. Thank you for being here. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.
The other day I walked out on the street. I happened to see a pretty young woman, a little bitty boy. He looked back at me. See the big man cry, mama. That's what I heard him say. See the big man cry, mama. Looks like his heart will break. I followed them to a pet shop window. The little boy stopped to see. He looked up at her and said, if I had a daddy, he'd buy that puppy for me. See the big man cry, mama. That's what I heard him say. See the big man cry, mama. Looks like his heart will break. I wanted to tell him I was his dad. He sure had a pretty mom. But the judge had said I could never see them for the things I'd said and done. See the big man cry, mama. That's what I heard him say. See the big man cry, mama. Looks like his heart will break. Son, as you grow older, you find someone dear. Stick by her, take care of her. You will never hear. See the big man cry, mama. That's what I heard him say. See the big man cry, mama. He looks like his heart